past 3 o'clock. I don't start these proceedings now. I'm going to lose my take care of my kids. The big boss, she's 3 o'clock, we're giving people close by and far away. So those who are late, we need to start with the proceedings for today. I'm still taking my breath. Let's start by having our national anthem. I'm going to kindly request all of us to stand up, to rise. Fortunately, none of us is wearing a cap or hoodie or except in Kaizu. The band, give us a key. We are all going to sing. Welcome to the Ekurhuleni North Matric 2021 Plus Academy. The one and only Madam N.P. Nduta, who's the director of this particular district. My name is Kahiso Mhaswani. I will be steering this particular ship. Thank you very much to the people who have confidence in me to continue doing this particular job. I want to start by welcoming all of you, ladies and gentlemen, our strategic partners. I'm not going to name you now. Somebody is going to do you justice. The leadership of the Ekurhuleni North District under the tutelage of Madam Nduta, who happens to recently to be the leadership of the school, school, thank you very much for accepting our call to host us. The parents, friends, colleagues, distinguished guests, I'm doing this purposefully, Director, because we are gathered here because of these two people. One, the educators. It has been a tough year, but you managed to pull through. The Director is going to give an overview. And most importantly, our handsome, ever smiling, beautiful, eloquent, sensational, flamboyant, conspicuous boys and girls who have done us very proud as a district once again, amidst all the challenges. Welcome to this particular auspicious event in the calendar of the Ekurhuleni North District, which is the Academic Excellence Award ceremony. I've got two ladies who are going to assist me. I don't know why, Madam Barbara, they always pay me with ladies. I don't know. Maybe I need to consult, because even on the stage, backstage, there are only ladies. They'll be coming when oh, I oh, the regards to the SGPs, for always, whenever we call upon you to assist us. Lindo, it is not out of the pocket of the district. It's out of the goodness of the various people gathered here, and some who are not present here who made it possible. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we are here to award excellence for both educators and learners. One, for the learners, their dedication, determination, and diligence. For the educators, for their commitment, selfless service, and quality teaching at all times to our learners. So to all the teachers, both public schools, independent schools, from the rock bottom of our hearts, thank you very much, because we are who we are because of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating this auspicious event at the back of a very moving presentation done by the first citizen of the country last night. In his closing remarks, he said, we need, all of us, to roll our sleeves. And when he said that, I took that particular statement and, Director, I put ourselves. It was like he was talking to us as Ekurhuleni North. All along, we're up there. All along. But now, gradually, Director is going to explain why. And we are not under. So I'm going to reiterate the words of the first schools, township schools, independent, non-subsidized, subsidized. Let's share our good practices. 4 seconds. Director, I want for this that how to close yourself in your little corner saying, I'm fine, I'm doing 100%, 99, 98. We are asking, we are pleading with you, share with us your expertise. Director, we've got DCSs who are sitting in their laurels, who are knowledgeable. I did analysis yesterday. Circuit 4, the number of high schools that they have. If we can empower that particular circuit, rest be assured, my leader. So we are here to celebrate that. And also, today is the 11th. It's the day very close to my heart. Because I was still naughty, Barbara, at the University of Free State T-shirt when this where then the globe icon from incarceration, 27 years. I still have those flashbacks, seeing state. I remember there was no we. So, to the class of 2021, we are fortunate that we are acknowledging you, boys and girls, the teachers today, on this particular important day in our history, the 11th of February, 2022. It's exactly 32 years. And we never thought, Barbara, it will happen, but it happened. And I remember my first white girlfriend, she was next by me. Yeah. You are so special, boys and girls. Teachers, you are so special. Amidst all the challenges. So without much ado, I'm going to call upon the district director, but before that, house rules. The path right through the foyer, where the tables of the strategic partners are on my right. The first door immediately after the foyer will be for the gents. The second one will be for the ladies. Secondly, let's minimize colleagues. Can I call you colleagues? Ladies and gentlemen, can we minimize movement? Because we are what do you call it? Salvin? Live stream. These things didn't happen now. We are live streaming, so let's minimize movement. Thirdly, silence and movement. Only tables, there's water, there's juice. I've got a colleague. The other drinks that we normally offer after the and whenever there's a person who's in the platform. Director, the theme for this year, you gave us as the coordinating team. You is it that we can theme 2022 Academic Excellence Award? Under the leadership of Madam Shabalala. First word. Our theme for 2022 District Director is acknowledgement of academic excellence, resilience, and acknowledgement of academic excellence amidst all the challenges of the EDMT, that is the leadership of the district, TSEPO, felt that we must host these awards amidst all the challenges, so that we recognize, we appreciate the academic excellence. And there are quite a number of challenges, Direct, that we went through. One of them, you're going to speak to them, just a few. Remote working and learning affected us as a sector. The various rotational models, because of we had to adhere to regulations. Working from home, learners studying from home was also a challenge. Conducting meetings virtually. Madam Barbara the other day was saying, so people are logging in, then when I call their name, they are not there. Those are the challenges that we are facing, Mr. Khulu. to live with that. Get your name, and if I know your name, I was thinking you're busy the whole day. The second challenge, the lack of face-to-face. Hey, Kagiso and Madam Darling, we are going to host the awards. I can't have my awards each and so, ladies and gentlemen, is that we need in-person interaction to feel connected either to our kids and to our supervisors. I know for the fact, even myself, if I don't see Mrs. Shabalala, that touch. And at times, she knows that. When she calls me, I'm around the corner, whereas I'm still at home. So face-to-face is very much important. And the disadvantage with lack of face-to-face leads to what, colleagues? Disconnection. Why district director under your So without much ado, I'm going to call upon Ugogo. Akana chance. Nyaga wonko yumbizu Ugogo. Ugogo. As a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Program Director. Colleagues, indeed, I'm blessed to be here with such important people. It shows that when we are gone in this world, there will be followers, ensuring that we are so blessed to have our stakeholders that today we will be here. Our principal by the program director. From the various occasion. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, hard work pays, and surely it has never killed anybody. Instead, it takes you from lower levels to higher levels. Learners, educators, and schools in 2021. And we're hopeful that other learners that will be following after them. All involved is what needs to be tried as of the topic in full of the been registering a decline in the past years, particularly, but despite all that, we are still standing, and here we are celebrating our schools and learners who refused to be dragged down by this pandemic, as well as the challenges and the atrocities that we all faced as we were navigating through something that we have never, ever seen before, which is called COVID-19. These leaders of parents really sinking. Principals, teachers, from the bottom of my heart, from what you did, regardless of the fact that we have actually dropped, it is okay. We will. These leaders sitting in this room enabled learners to turn the impossible to be possible. You are the teachers who were able to reach into the hearts of quality lessons that actually made it. And once more, into the grade 12 achievement. Ourselves with participative leadership, teamwork, leadership, reflective practice that continues to drive us as we deliver GDE mandates. Yes, Kagiso is very true to say, thus calling upon all of us to self-manage ourselves and make sure that the mandates of the department, they do not suffer. Hence, we are here today. They want to be managed, ladies and gentlemen, but they want to be led. That is why we will, that are far beyond our own ways of dealing with issues. We will continue to strive and make sure that we go back to the basics and rise again. Rise again and go back to where you belong. One prominent speaker once said, education is our passport for the future, for tomorrow, belongs to the people who prepare for it today. We've held our various meetings as the district where we were doing exactly this, what Malcolm X said, way back, and it is still highly applicable even today. Regardless of the drop that we registered as a district, whereby we obtained 82.2%, a percentage whose average is below the provincial one. And for the first time of the history of this district, we will be accounting to the head of the department as to why we are below the provincial average. And that, once again, does not give us peaceful sleeps. But I'm sure with the type of, the caliber of leaders that we have in this house and in our secondary schools, we will bounce back. And this time, we will make sure that we rise with pride and go back and take our rightful position, which is within the 3 first districts in the province, as well the 5 at least in the country. We are still saying to all of you, our partners and stakeholders and principals and everybody in the house, we will still strive to have 90% overall in the Gauteng department and position 5 national. We registered 41. At least it gives us some consolation, given the fact that we know that more than 40% of the learners that we registered last year, 40% of them qualify to be in our higher education system. In total, we were 11,700 learners, and out of that, we managed to pass 9,600, and 4,800 were bachelor passes, and 3,100 were diplomas. And if you combine the two, it gives you almost 8,000. That is why I'm saying, even if we did not do very well, but when you look into the best, it is said that as a district, we still have schools that are falling under what we call as a department Section 58B, schools that have obtained less than 60%. And we are working very, very hard and tirelessly to make sure that we assist them to turn the corner. And within the bracket of 60 to 79, we've got 20 schools falling in that, and definitely we do not want that. We want to push them to the bracket of the 80 and 89. And out of the 20 schools, 18 of those are our public ordinary schools, and 2 are independent schools. And within the bracket of 80 to 89, to 99%, we have 29 POS, public ordinary schools, 45 of them, and then 29 are POS, and then 16 are independent. And under the category of 100%, we have 11 total schools obtaining 100% in our district, and 8 of those are independent schools, and 3 are our Elson schools, where we have our most vulnerable learners. Can we please give them a very quick round of applause? I also want to indicate that over the years, over the 5 years, we have been registering a high number of grade 12s. And what we have actually realized is that as we register the high number of grade 12s, our total achievement is actually declining. That is why we need to make sure that all the schools that have got high enrollment for the grade 12s this year, we give them high focused, vigorous attention and support that we can. There are 24 of such schools in our district, so that we can make sure that we support them. Our program director also referred to the discrepancy in terms of the circuit performances. And I must remind the House that in the past, up until 2018, that gap, that was actually a real, especially in South Africa, they are still very high. We have actually seen that in the analysis that we have done around the circuits that we actually have, which are geographically clustered. And the circuits where our ex-model C schools are, they've done relatively very well. And the circuits where we have our township schools, and they did not do well. For an example, circuit 4, which is majority, is the schools in Tembisa. I must also say, the most need to be pushing as a department in making sure that we assist them. Otherwise, we are not going to win come the next 2 to 3 years. When we of subjects that did not do well, amongst them are the home languages that did not give us 100% that we so wish to have, as well as all the subjects that obtained below 89%. If we want to obtain 90%, therefore, it goes without saying that we need to have all our subjects performing. It's mathematics, technical maths, physical sciences, technical sciences, economics, accounting, geography, life sciences, mechanical, technical, welding and metal work, agricultural science, business, and we must make sure that we do something to do. As a district, sit down and and say to ourselves, what next? And standing here, we are very, very clear. of the circuits, our cluster leaders, our IDSOs, under the leadership of the circuit managers, we have to sit down and relook and begin to check how best we can actually shuffle people around, because I don't think it is fair for other circuits and IDSOs and cluster leaders to have only secondary schools that are in the townships that are forever not performing, and have those that are, having schools that are forever performing. That is the first thing that we're going to be doing. The second thing that we'll be doing, we categorize our schools, particularly those that have obtained below 79%, and distributed them amongst ourselves as the EDMT of the district. We are there. The last thing that the third last thing is the learner attendance, learner and educator attendance is the issue that we're also going to be concentrating on, as well as the weekly mini tests that our schools are supposed to be administering to all our learners. And the reason why we are doing that is because the type of learners that we have this year are the learners that were really not exposed to formal and well-thought assessments, in our system. 2020 and 2021, they were ravaged by the COVID-19. So with those few high-focused, high-level interventions, we are thinking that honorable stakeholders and partners, our principals, our parents, our learners that are here, we will be in a position to go back to where we belong. As Ekurhuleni North, rest assured, we do not belong to where we are now, but we are going to work very, very hard to make sure that we are all there. But we cannot do that without your support. That is why we are humbling ourselves in front of you and say, please, let us all work together and know that we are a triangle that is highly needed for us to be able to succeed. In those few words, please feel welcomed and let us enjoy the educators in our schools. Thank you, Program Director.
You know your name and your surname. I'll keep on calling. I'm respectful, so like it. Ne? Vuma phela zolo. Adithoma after the commencement again. Buy suits, young. Hi. Meneer suit. He will come. And we miss such principles. Some district director, don't despair. Said by the province. Ask me. Don't putting money in the correct district, and there is investment. Is that a rope in those particular people, because and assist us to improve on the challenges that we are having. Not that we need go to the top. Who we are, TEP, and we pride ourselves with that. We are going to go back. Principals, open for 92. But I'm telling you, it is going to be worth it. So we are going. An eagle, it flies high, but it needs to come back and drink water. I get it. But we cannot do that by ourselves. We need us. Out of to do always consistent the socio-economic challenges that you could have. No matter the loss of your father, your mother, your uncle, your aunt, your friend, whoever, your beloved teacher. But you have to be consistent for you to be able to do better. A message to the leadership, both at this excellence as get many where teach codes of an excellent relate that our now you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, change and recover. As Ekurhuleni this year, hey, she was no Shabalala. Haibo. When you start, gooby. How do I tell? The way she walks. Two women, Barbara. The encounter. But we can eventually short over to you.